Black Salt Games, the team of 4 developers behind Dredge, has announced their roadmap of updates coming through for the rest of this year. Announced in this roadmap are updates like new game modes, boat customization, photo mode, and a paid DLC. Here's everything you need to know, including some fan theories about the news released this week. Hopefully you weren't out on the waters chasing that next big catch and missed the news, but if you were, don't worry. My name is Shredded Cheese, and I'm a streamer over on Twitch, and a YouTuber who's gone ahead and dredged up the details for you. The updates will be coming in 3 phases spread out over the next few months, and the new paid DLC will be available before the end of this year. I've mixed in some of my own fan theories and predictions about the new characters and storylines being added. I've also gone ahead and put timestamps down in the description if you want to jump around and see what all is being added. Go ahead and let your panic meter reset, and let's jump right in. 2 weeks ago, I taught you in my 12 tips and tricks video about using crab pots to mark locations on the map you would like to come back to. Turns out in just a few weeks, the first major update will be including proper markers, so you no longer need to worry about emptying your pockets and covering your map with little crabs. The list of new markers includes everything from dangers, shipwrecks, and more. There will be at least 6 markers based on the roadmap, but more could be available. These markers will also have different colors, so at a quick glance you'll be able to tell where various things are. There's no word on just how many of these markers will be allowed total on the map, but if there is no limit, I would not be surprised to see some map pixel art becoming a new normal. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see me try and create some pixel art if unlimited markers does happen to be true. The final part of this update coming in May is small fixes and balance changes. The second major update will include 2 new game modes, the first of which is a passive mode. In this version of the game, the Lovecraftian monsters have seen Finding Nemo and know that fish are friends and will not be aggressive to the player. I think this is a brilliant addition to the game for those who enjoy peaceful mode in Minecraft and are looking for a more relaxed environment. I personally know the stress of carrying that trophy sailfish aberration back into town and not knowing if I'll be able to make it back safely. Now, it's not clear if this means things like phantom rocks or fish getting infected late at night are still present, but that seems unlikely as the announcement claims that the mode is for players who want to focus on fishing and enjoying the serene surroundings. I would like to think this opens the door for a potentially more intense game mode in the future as well. This could include making monsters more randomized faster and even making them more active during the day. It could also add to a more intense game mode that wrecking your boat means you lose everything in your cargo, including fish, rods, net, and motors. This would up the difficulty and risk, making even experienced sailors hesitate before setting out from the docks, as there is a risk of losing it all. The second game mode being added is a photo mode, but unlike traditional photo modes with a simple menu, this mode will include a new character, wildlife, and integrations to share your pics you grab online. The new character in-game will guide you to unlocking the camera and direct you to some of the best wildlife spotting locations throughout the map. The new character does not have an official name yet, and all we know is the silhouette from the roadmap. The animals and wildlife you will be able to discover and interact with has also not been announced, but I have a few ideas of what you could possibly see above the water in addition to the dolphins and whales in the oceans of the updated game. My first guess is that the seagulls and birds you can already hear in the game and sometimes see will become common in and around various docking points. Although most of these birds wouldn't be considered majestic or awe-inspiring, I predict as part of a tutorial from the nature photographer, you will have to take a quick pic of one of these birds. As for other animals, I would like to think there will be different animals for each of the 5 major areas of the map. You could possibly be seeing animals like sea turtles and iguanas in Stellar Basin, crocodiles in Twisted Strand, and possibly even something more sinister in Devil's Spine. This update does not have an official release date yet, but is currently planned for release before the summer ends. Unless you're my one Aussie viewer, then it's before the winter ends for you. If you don't want to have to watch the Steam forums and Twitter to know when these updates arrive, you can feel free to subscribe and I will be sure to release videos showing off the gameplay of the updates as they come out. The third and final update is the one that I'm personally most excited for. This update will allow you to customize your boat's appearance. Now, I'm not saying I hate the current colors of the boat, but I would love to see the ability to match the black and gold that I use for my overlay on Twitch and here, or even the light blue and orange that I use for my emotes. Dredge announced the customizations for flags and paint schemes will be discovered throughout the map along coastlines. I would assume this means cans of paint will be washed up on shore and you will be able to grab them just like looting shipwrecks. It appears the way you'll be able to install these upgrades is through another new in-game character. Again, we currently know nothing about this character other than the silhouette, but I would assume that this customization will cost a little gold, so it might be smart to save up a bit just in case. This update also does not have an official release date, but is planned to be released in the later half of 2023. The final and largest updates of the roadmap is a brand new paid DLC. The Ironhaven DLC will explore the mysterious Ironhaven Corporation. This company is looking to establish an offshore drilling operation and promises to revitalize the towns and populations. There is no official claim to what exactly this company is planning to drill for, but I'd take a gamble and say it's not oil but something more sinister. The Ironhaven Corporation will request you help them establish their operations. There will be the introduction of new characters, equipment, and even fish to catch. This means collecting materials to construct new buildings and something only referred to as biomatter. Now, the Ironhaven Corporation may seem sinister, but they are using green energy in the form of biomatter. The press release references uncovering the truth behind their potentially nefarious operations. So maybe scratch that last thought. If I had to predict what is happening with this new company coming to town, I would guess the mayor of Greater Morrow is taking bribe money to greenlight these plans and possibly even know something about what's going on. I mean, look at the guy. He definitely looks like the kind of guy that would accept bribes for anything. In terms of what I think the Ironhaven Corporation is up to, I assume they're after the energy behind the Curses, Aberrant Fish, Fog, and Crimson Book. In the process of wanting to harness this energy, they will be releasing immense amounts of cursed power and possibly even new monsters for you to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge around. What's that? No one's gonna understand that reference? When helping or fighting against this corporation, expect new twists and turns, so definitely keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything. You never truly know what's lurking just below the waves. That is everything you need to know about the roadmap Black Salt Games has announced. Feel free to let me down in the comments what you are most excited for. Don't forget to subscribe for more news, announcements, tips, and tricks. Feel free to check me out over on Twitch if you want to watch me try and angrily catch the last handful of aberrant fish to finish the encyclopedia, and I will see you all next time.